Good afternoon. I want to follow up a video I just recently done today when I talked about the unmasking. The Great Depression. We're going to have another one. We're going to have a Great Depression, but this time, it's not going to be the same as the last time. See, the last time we had a Great Depression, people pulled together. I was just recently watching a small documentary of stories. But they pulled together this country. It was mostly the people. There was no violence to, well, there was violence. Here and there's always violence. But this time around, this Great Depression is going to create an amazing amount of violence. It's already skyrocketing right now, guns and so forth, underneath this shutdown. But this new Great Depression is going to usher in socialism, which is going to usher in the destruction of this country. The facts are quite simple. It has never worked, socialism, but it's coming because they want to put you into a state where you have to rely on the government to bail you out. Do not get there. If you can afford to start stocking up, stock up. Because if the people in the Great Depression could, they would. If they could have done it, they would have done it. It's just that simple because they were more responsible. They knew how to work the land, but there was nothing to work. They didn't have the ability like we do now. They don't have the 30-year shelf life food we have now. They don't have all the canning items that you can get today, and the pressure steamers as well as today. They didn't have it then. So, and I'm stumbling over my words, but understand the Great Depression is coming again. The new Great Depression will come. It'll usher in socialism, and it'll usher in the destruction. It's time for a change. And it's not time for a change as in re-election or a new election. It's time for a change in your life. It's a time for you to turn to God. Don't be in that situation where you have nothing before you realize you could have had something. Don't shake your fist at God. God didn't put you here. You put yourself here. The government put you here. The decisions we make put us where we are. We are our own enemy. And we decide which side we're going to choose. Hell or heaven. It's always been that simple. Well, man has confounded it over time and their philosophy and all the deceitful ways. And I've talked about the fruit. Don't always listen to what somebody's telling you. Look at the way they live. Do they live the same way that they speak? That's kind of a key. It's a great key. So you have the ability to change your life now. Prepare not only for food. Don't forget about money. I would take that money out, actually, because it's going to lose its value. We all know the more you print, the less value it becomes. But I want to cut this short because I don't want to go too long. I want to keep it nice and quick and nice and simple. I don't want to ramble on forever and bore you with statistics, even though I love stats, but they're out there. The Great Depression, the new Great Depression is coming, and it will utter parts of the old, but it will usher into socialism. It'll bring such madness and chaos and brother against brother, sister against sister. The Great Depression, the Civil War, will look like a picnic. And I don't mean to put that and make that sound less significant, what happened those times, but what's coming is madness and chaos. It's just insanity that's going to happen. Be prepared. Be prepared for your own family to turn on you. I know that sounds terrible, but be prepared. It's going to happen because they didn't listen. I pray that you don't get caught in this new Great Depression. I pray that you don't fall victim to the deception, the lies of socialism. And I pray that you don't fall for the Democrats and even the Republicans that'll soon be there. Just open your Bible, your King James Bible, and read. God has always been the answer. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light. Thank you for tuning into this video. I appreciate it. God bless. I love you. And keep up the fantastic work that you're doing with your family to keep them alive.